So I know the title sounds weird. It's okay to be selfish. Like what? Aren't we always told that being selfish is bad? But hear me out. Because sometimes being selfish is the most selfless thing that you can do for yourself and others. Hi, by the way, this is my very first video. Quick intro. I'm a 20-year-old who loves talking about life, self growth, and those things that we usually think at 2 a.m. but never actually say out loud. I'm not here as a perfect life coach, but I'm here as your internet friend who is figuring out life in real time. This channel is going to be a safe place where we can be honest and maybe slightly weird, but have real time conversations. So let's talk about the selfish thing. From the time we were kids, we hear stuff like share your toys, don't be selfish, and think about others. And sure, those lessons were important. Nobody likes someone who is always me, me, me. But the problem is, we carry the same idea into adulthood. And suddenly, we are a person who says yes to everything, who helps everyone, who's always available, but deep down, we are drained, frustrated, and maybe even resentful. And guess what? That's not kindness anymore, that's self neglect. When I say selfish, I mean protecting your time, your energy, your peace, and saying no when you're tired, and choosing your goals over someone else's drama. Putting your health, both mental and physical, before others' temporary happiness. That's not toxic selfishness, that's self respect. Example, let's say you have a Sunday free and after a crazy week. You have planned to maybe rest, read, or maybe go for a walk, but someone calls you up and they are like, hey, I need you to help me move furniture all day. The old you might say yes to avoid the guilty feeling, but the better you says, I'm sorry, I can't do today. That's good selfishness. For me, I used to be kind of a person who couldn't say no. I'd overcommit and maybe end up being exhausted, snapping at people. I remember this one time I had a free day after a crazy week. My plan was simple like stay home, take rest, make some chai, and maybe watch something and just rest. But in the morning, a friend called and said, come with me to the market. I do want to go alone. And of course, I couldn't say no, and I said yes. I said yes, even though my whole body was screaming. We ended up walking for hours, my feet were dead. I came home exhausted, and guess what? She did not buy anything. That night, I thought, why did I sacrifice my sleep? Just because I did not want to sound rude. That's when it clicked. I can't keep saying yes to everyone at the cost of my life. Okay, so how do you actually do this without becoming that annoying person? Here's what works for me. First, know your priorities. If something doesn't align with your goals or peace, it's okay to say no. Second, set boundaries early. Don't wait until you're drained to start saying no. Third, don't over explain. Just say, I can't make it. That's more than enough. You don't need to write an essay. Fourth, check your intentions. If you're saying no just to avoid discomfort, that's different. But if you're saying no when it's truly about protecting your well being. See, remember, you're not responsible for managing other people's reactions to your boundaries. So, yeah, next time when you feel guilty about taking time for yourself, remember this, you're not here to live your whole life for other people. The more you protect your peace and energy, the better you show up for the people you actually care about. If this made you think a little differently, hit that subscribe button because we are just getting started.